When the truth hit the room, you can feel that hill. I ain't chasing stage smoke, chasing his light. If he gave me this gift, I'ma give him my night.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, today is Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. You can see this. We're blessed with another day. It's April 1st. It's a beautiful day. So today we're speaking to the unique one. She is super unique. You're about to find out why. This is gonna be an exciting one. Tune in, like, comment, subscribe. Hey, and if you don't do any of those, just watch it. I'm good with that. Hey, but anyways, here we go. So, the unique one. Speak to us. Tell me how you feeling today.
Sorry,
Can you hear me?
the music is a little loud.
Oh, you still hear music? Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I was just
Okay.
saying, just if you could turn the music down, the volume down just a little bit.
Oh, I turned it off. Do you still hear it?
No, I can still hear you. No, I can hear you now better.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. So the music is off. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling well. I'm feeling blessed, actually. Yep. How about
Yes.
yourself?
Hey, I'm feeling just like you, blessed, super blessed. I'm glad I woke up this morning healthy. No complaints from there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the energy.
So, so check this out. You have you have an LLC that is Lost Girl Made Woman LLC. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, I do have a LLC. Lost Girl Made Woman is actually it's a little deep. Okay, so if you look Lost Girl Made Woman LLC up, you will see that I'm an oracle. That I come on and I give uplifting messages to the collective on a daily. Typically, throughout the week through TikTok, and I have a YouTube channel. I also connect with others by doing some mentorship, speaking to them to give uplifting messages when they reach out to me. And I also have Oracle decks that I made myself, and I sell products.
Well, that was
But
a lot.
yeah, but it's more deeper than what's on the surface. I will say that.
I like that. I like that a lot. And I like how it says right here, for anyone that does not know, we're gonna find the answers together. Google. Okay. An oracle is a person, agency, or entity believed to be a source of wise counsel, prophecy, or divine insight. Does that align with what you are?
Yes, I am. That is exactly who I am. I am an oracle.
I like that. I like that a lot. So, can you tell me? I see that you have Lost Girl Made Woman LLC. What made you come about with this LLC in this name particularly?
Well, this name, now that's when it get deep. So I've always had visions, vivid dreams, and Lost Girl Made Woman. I actually woke up out my sleep saying Lost Girl Made Woman, and it was just, yeah, it was something that came, and I was like, wow, that's dope. But this information come from source. A lot of times we look at things a certain way, and we don't realize how deep the vision is and how deep the mission is. So it started off with me just making T-shirts and just pretty much putting a brand out there. And then, because I remember when I first did the LLC, it was just I was selling just shirts. I was selling clothing, and then as life progressed and things started happening in my life, um, I started having a spiritual awakening. You know, and got me deeper into spirituality. And then I realized why I was given the name Lost Girl Meet Woman in the first place. All right. Um, and it's all about uplifting individuals to get them on a path to from a lost place to a place that they are being made whole. You know, giving them a safe space for them to be able to develop and grow and break generational curses, because I do believe that as women, we are creators. You know, we bring life into this world. And if we are healed, then we are healing the generations to come after. You know, so it's really, really deep, a deep vision I have for Lost Girl Made Woman. And I'm looking forward to pursuing that while I'm here.
Wow. So you said a lot. You gave us a lot. So your LLC is made to help women. Tell me a little bit about more about when you touched upon the traumas that maybe generational curses. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so um, women go through, well, we all go through, and I don't want to just narrow it out to women, but Lost Girl Made Woman is, that's how the vision started. Now, as I got deeper, it's way bigger than that. Okay, I want to say that. But a lot of women go through traumas, you know, whether it's been something that happened in their life where they had something happen to them when they was younger that caused, you know, some type of behaviors, whether that was being out in the street, whether that's getting high, whether it caused for, you know, some type of, you know, things that happen when they start bearing children, their children to be separated from them, and, you know, them just being out there just lost, you know, not being the nurturing beings that we are designed to be. So that's, you know, that's really what the vision, you know, what I visualize, like, okay, well, if I can develop a program that can help women get into a safe space where they can, one, deal with their traumas, because that's the first thing, the self-healing. All right, recognizing the issues, healing it, and then being able to get them into a place where they can be an asset, not only, you know, like coming to, you know, being whole within themselves, but everything that connects to them. And then that's when the universal law comes into place, that everything connects. You will always hear me say that everything connects. So the things that they are connecting to as a healed being, they are breeding healing into the world, instead of poverty, trauma, hate. You know, the list goes on and on, that, you know, we actually harbor within us because of the past traumas and the things that happened to us. You know, so it's pretty deep. It's pretty deep.
It's definitely deep. I like it. I like everything that you're saying. I'm loving what you're doing, helping people that are in a vulnerable space, that could have generational traumas. I think that's amazing. Um, so how could someone reach out to you if they're having issues, or where would they go if they have issues and they don't know really what's going on? They just want help.
So inside on my website, you can you can actually message me directly. All right. So initially, you may get a you know, a messenger to say, you know, we'll be right with you, or they say something, but I personally will, you know, talk to you. Um, and that's how a lot of women actually reach me through the website. So it's more of you know, a conversation. If they need any healing work, because I did not say that, but I'm also a Reiki healer, and that's one of the things that I do when I come on and I give my messages. I'm always sending out energy, that, you know, healing energy to those who need it. So if anyone wants to get in contact with me, the best way to get in contact with me is through the website, directly through the website at lostgirlmeetwoman.com.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about that. When you say Ricky healing, what does that entail?
It's a natural, so it's natural healing. You will hear, so it I'm not going to go into the depth of it, but
Okay.
Reiki healing is natural healing. So we have chakras, right? We have
Okay.
chakras, and when those chakras are out of alignment, then we be off. Okay, whether it's
Okay.
your root chakra, which is your foundation, which a lot of the times we are attacked through our root chakra. All right,
Okay.
because it messes with if you're unstable, then you're unable to align straight and to move forward to whatever it is. All right. A
Okay.
lot of women have issues with their sacral chakra, whether they dealt with abusive relationships or some type of sex trauma. It's not just women, but this is what I'm talking about. This is who I'm talking about, and that's another thing that Reiki helps with. And then you have your solar plexus. So we have so many chakras. So Reiki actually helps you align. So we find the root to the issue. Okay, a lot of times it starts with the root, but it may be something else. What may be out of alignment with you may not be out of alignment with me. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it varies. So what Reiki does is find that issue and then it sends it out to whoever is open to receive it. Now these are all spiritual. It's spiritual. Okay, it's
Okay.
holistic. So you have to be in the mind of receiving. All right. And once you're open to receive, then you will be able to see that everything that your capabilities are actually limitless. All right. A lot of times our fears and traumas are the two main things that limit us from doing anything. And a lot of us steer from the things that has happened to us because a lot of our thought process come from the experiences that we have. So that's where Reiki come in to help properly align you, help you be able to see beyond the veil of the illusions that has been placed upon us since we came here.
Wow. So it sounds like you're breaking them free of the matrix, almost in a way.
Exactly. That's why I say it's deep. It's very deep, and I can be a little mysterious, because one thing that I've noticed about since I have gotten the vision, and I was telling you earlier about when I first was looking to open up a nonprofit, to start a nonprofit for this, and COVID happened.
Yes.
My first thing that I wanted to do was do like a gala to get young girls in there to help them, dress up, fix them up, and make them feel good. It was more of a steam boots, right? And then that happened. Well, I noticed that I experienced much spiritual warfare, because
Yeah.
of the the vision is so big and it's so deep, and it caused me to actually, go within, to go within. And it's really hard to even explain or say on this live, but
Yeah.
um, it is a deep vision. It is a deep vision, and it is about breaking the matrix, breaking through the matrix, breaking through the cycles, because that's exactly what it is. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it
Interesting. Very interesting. So you get visions that come to you in your dreams. Can you touch a little bit more upon that?
is. Yeah, well, ever since I was a little girl, I've always got visions.
Okay.
um, and spirituality is so deep. So you have a group that will say that they're the chosen ones or light workers, and that is true. That is true. So me having visions, my grandmother, just giving you a little history, my grandmother was a dream
Okay.
interpreter, right?
Okay.
And I can remember this one vivid dream, and I share this with my community. One vivid dream that I had, that I was like flying. So I'm from Baltimore City, and
Okay.
I was just flying through the city, and I kept having this dream over and over and over again, by the way. All right. And my heart was bleeding and blood was just corn everywhere. And I went to my grandmother and I was like, Grandma, I keep having this dream. And I don't know. I said, I'm just flying. But while I'm flying, I'm seeing all of these bad things happen, right? But my heart is hurting, like watching it. Most light workers are very sensitive. Light workers, earth angels, we're very, very sensitive to energies. I can pick up on anything. And it caused you to go in because you have to protect your energy because you absorb so much. Well, anyway, I told my grandma about this dream, and she told me that I had to finish it out. And I'm like, why? How can I finish out? I keep waking up, and I was having this dream for over a long time.
Wow.
So she said, you have to. So that's when she was teaching me about owning my power. So I had to finish the dream out to see where it was leading. So I did finish the dream out the next time I had it because it comes sporadically, right? And you get these little visions. You remember the Charm Girls? And you get like premonitions.
Yeah.
So, well, this particular dream, I wound up finishing it out and I touched the stone of a church. And when I touched the stone of the church that I was actually baptized in, my heart just started bleeding instantly. And the name of the church is Whitestone. Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Yes.
So with the visions, I get them and they will just come. And as I start developing spiritually, I realize more spiritually, I feel like you go through different stages depending on your soul, but when I start developing spiritually, it start making sense why I was getting them and what they mean. Just like me waking up saying Lost Girl Made Woman. At that time, I was like, okay, well, this is my brand, Lost Girl Made Woman. I was doing okay for myself. So I was like, okay, so I was lost, now I'm found, but it wasn't about me. It was about, I am, that's who I am, but it's not about me. I was given that vision because that vision was given to me to help lost souls, right? So that's what, the dream messages. And I don't know if you're into that, but if you ever watch me read, if I ever, pull anything, the energy always flow. It always flow. I don't make up stories. I don't do things for the views and the likes. I read the energy for what it is, whether it's passionate, whether it's anger, whether it's love, whatever it is, it's the energy that's flowing that the message is coming out. So it's not just the vivid dreams, the lucid dreams, but it's just the whole energy in itself to be an energy reader, and that's what an oracle actually is.
Oh, okay. Interesting. And we met through cryptocurrency, through the Bullish family. Bullzilla, the Bullish family.
Bullish family.
Hey, shout out to the Bullish family. Listen, Bullzilla, I'm gonna just change it a little bit. Bullzilla, if you guys have not heard of Bullzilla, he is the man that makes $100,000 challenges. Listen, what does that mean? For $100, you potentially could turn that into $100,000. He is not charging you. He is not an owner of these coins, and he just does that out of the goodness of his heart. Isn't that right?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Hey.
And I came across Bull. I'm telling you, everything always connects. Everything aligns.
Yes. Look, Bullzilla is the man. I came across him also, and I've been rocking with him for a while now. He's the man. $100,000 challenges. Definitely, if you have a chance. He's also known by CKJ Crypto News. I'm just gonna share his screen right here, just so you can see. Bullzilla. There you go. Boom.
Yeah, I remember when I first seen him, his energy is just so vibrant, okay?
Yes.
He's just so, I say, he is cool. He is so cool.
This guy's been in crypto for a decade. And now that I'm changing to cryptocurrency, next up, we want to talk about your coin, the Goddess Vault. You made your own coin called the Goddess Vault that is now available for purchase. Where can they buy it at?
Look about it on Pump Fund, Coinbase, and Phantom, I believe. Yes.
Okay. And can you tell me a little bit about this token? What does it mean to you, the name, the Goddess Vault?
So the Goddess Vault is about building generational wealth. All right. And if you were seeing the title, it's about the God and the goddesses coming together to build generational wealth.
Okay.
It's really the energy is really just that. Money is energy, it's a frequency, and it's something that we can build upon together, and cryptocurrency actually made this possible, you know.
Absolutely. Nothing here that's said is financial advice. By the way, let's just get that out there. But if someone wanted to buy your token, the ticker is GSGV. No, dollar sign GV. Is that correct?
That is, yes, that is correct.
Amazing. And but this name is so unique. And your name is unique, the unique one. The Goddess Vault.
Yeah.
That is so interesting. That's an interesting name right there.
Yeah, so I have a deck called the Goddess Vault, by the way. And that
Okay.
picture right there that you're showing,
Yes.
I'm gonna see if I can find the card.
Okay.
The picture right there that you're showing is the picture inside of this deck right here.
Okay.
And inside on this particular card, it's a message on it, and that was actually the very last card that I made out of the deck, inside of the deck. When I was making this deck is so universal.
Okay.
It's about the different backgrounds, different cultures all over the gods and the goddesses. But it's more so the goddesses, all right?
Okay.
And this actually just is telling you that access is granted, all right? It says, congratulations, you have access to Goddess Vault. Evolution, spiritual abundance, know that whatever you desire on the outside is already within. So that's why I was so I wanted that picture. All right, I was telling you about that
Okay.
picture
Okay.
because it means something. Because we have a jewel within us. Each and every one of us has something unique. I used to have something called uniquely designed because we are all uniquely designed. And the jewel that is within us, all of us have the jewel within us, and everything that we are searching for is already there. So once we tap into that God and Goddess within ourselves, we're going to automatically receive everything that our heart truly desires. Of course, it's alignment, and it's certain things that have to take place, but it will all align to you. And that's why I chose to name it
Interesting. Okay. I like
that.
it.
Yeah.
So you also sell shirts and stuff. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And where can someone, if they like your brand and they want to reach out, obviously you said they can reach out via your website, but if they wanted to get shirts and stuff like that, where would they go?
Well, they can purchase it through the website. They also can go to TikTok. I have a TikTok shop
Okay.
where I do the rising messages every day. So I don't have to be online for them to go to the TikTok shop to actually purchase a T-shirt
Ah, okay.
or any other merchandise. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see them now on your website. Here we go.
hmm
Lost girl made woman. I like it. So what can we expect from you in the future? Coming from your brand, coming from your mind, what can we expect?
Well, this has been a deep, long road, honey, and you're going to see a lot. All right. So um, I have a vision and I have a
Okay.
plan. And let's just say that it's going to be something that's like a university.
Oh, okay. Something like a university. Okay. So, if people want to keep in contact with you, the best place to do that is YouTube. You think, or where? Besides your website.
Oh yeah, well YouTube, I would recommend them connecting with me, subscribing to the YouTube page because on the YouTube, so I do the TikTok messages, rising messages during the week, and I upload them to the YouTube, and then I do the messages over there. So that's the best place to connect with me over there and subscribe to the YouTube. And of course, if you guys want to reach out to me directly, then I will send a message through the website.
Amazing. And I want to say for myself, this is called Talk to Me with Devon NRG. If you want to talk to me, if you want to get on here, you want to speak to me on my platform, let's have a talk. Definitely reach out. The phone number is below 571-571-4993. Talk to me, baby. We want to talk. Anything else that you would like to share, that you would like, anything else that you would like to tell the people that they may not know about you or that you would like them to know?
I would just, open. I'm open to welcome all to come. I mean, I don't think it's nothing about me that I think I'm pretty transparent. All right, I think that I'm pretty transparent. I may be a little mysterious, but I am pretty transparent and straightforward. If you look, you will see everything that I have. I'm open. I'm open. So I don't think there's anything that I need to say about that.
Okay.
You know, yeah. If you truly want to connect with me, if you truly just even if you want to observe, you will see exactly who I am. And if you have any questions, you can see, you're more than welcome. And if it's anything that, far as connecting with you, if someone out here, other women that have, services similar to mine or want to connect in any type of way and network, then I'm open to it. I would love to connect. So,
Amazing. Hey, thank you for your time. If you just give me 1 second, we're going to do the outro. Let's go. Hey, appreciate y'all. Yeah, we live.
well,
Woo!
thank you for having
Devon
me.
NRG. Let's go. Camera